We are back again. As you can see by my levels, I'm at level 35. I spent a lot of time over at the zombie farm, just punching zombies at their feet and killing them. And so I have a whole bunch more helmets, so I can always walk in with some armor. And I'm just planning to walk in like this. I'm pretty sure I know where my corpse is. I was looking at the end of the last video, that I'll be able to go pick up my sword again. This time I brought sand. Someone suggested that as something I could pillar up, and then I could use torch mining to get it back down, which I think is a good idea. I expect I'm out of practice because this is a fresh day for Brian to be recording. And so I'll probably make some kind of big error right at the beginning. Hello, crazy dragon who wants to kill me. But basically my goal right now with this life is to try to, so like there's a healer right there. There's a few more healers that I really need to take out. And I did bring a bow and arrow this time, as you might see, because I think that may be useful for... Oh, crap, crap! Wow! Alright, he is up there somewhere. I'm going to try to pillar up. I guess right next to this thing. Okay, so there's not one on top of here. I've lost track of where the dragon... Oh, crap, there he is! Lost track of where the dragon went again. Hello, dragon, there you are. Can I hit this thing by any chance? Might be able to a little bit higher. Alright, I have a bow and arrow that I can use to also try to hit some of these things if they're out of range, because I think you can shoot the bow and arrow farther than you can throw snowballs. And so I guess that's the next thing to try, basically. Yes! Oh, neat. And I don't have Optifine or anything, and so it's hard to see when your arrows are going over the horizon, and I only brought a dozen arrows along this time. Oh, cool, I got that one as well. And I just saw the dragon fly by. He is up there. And it seems this is going to be a lower trajectory. This might be a good place to use... Oh, crap, crap, crap! Alright, once again, stunning the dragon with snowballs seems to be a good thing. Oh, I think I can actually hit this if I aim it properly. Or maybe not. Alright, looks like I need to get a little bit higher, and so I'll try to go over there to get that healer knocked out. And so where is my little sand pillar? It's right here. This is not a lot of fall damage. It's not any fall damage. Awesome. But I can use that to recollect my sand blocks. And then I just got turned around, but it looks like there's a active healer over here. I just heard an Enderman. And so I think I may be in trouble. Oh, I never found my corpse. I completely forgot about it. Crap. Well, I'm going to have another corpse now. Oh, dear. And now I need to run back again. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, and so I didn't bring a sword along. I do have a couple extra swords, although I didn't get any from the last zombie farming. I'll meet you guys back over there. Okay, we are back. And I'm going to use... there's a zombie in some adjacent chamber. I'm going to use this set of inventory to head on back in, and I believe I should be able to find my corpse. I don't remember if I already said this, but the fact that I had 35 levels of experience should make it very easy to find my corpse, because there'll be all the little experience balls. I see the dragon over here, and I think possibly it's over at the base of this thing, somewhere right over here where I was pillaring and I got knocked or killed. There's the dragon. And so, experience balls have the advantage. Hello! I might have just looked at an Enderman. That's bad. Experience balls have the advantage that you can see them from a distance, whereas your items, you have to be within, like, I don't know, 16 blocks of your items in order to be able to see them or something. And unfortunately, I still have not found my corpse. Cool. Did take out another healer, and got the dragon to swerve away. And so let's keep trying to find my corpse, because I had a bow and arrow that could be useful. I had a bunch of sand blocks, which I didn't bring any more blocks. Yeah, it's still the case that one of the most difficult things is simply the fact that there really aren't any reference points out here, and so it's very hard to tell. It's easy to get kind of turned around and not sure where your last body was, or where you've been, or where you're going to. I think this is too high for me to try to throw up at. Take a couple of shots at that. But I think there's a healer up there that I can't reach. I really need to find my corpse and all of my blocks, so that I can continue to take a few more healers out. Because I think if I get like 3 or 4 more healers destroyed, then I can actually try to start fighting the dragon. I happen to see another healer over here that looks like it's within range that I could throw some snowballs at it. And so I'm going to take a shot with this one real quick since it seems pretty low. Neat. First try. And now I can see the dragon off in the distance. So I want to keep an eye if he heals anywhere. I really thought it was around here in this healer that I was last trying to get to, but apparently not. Oh, here's all my stuff. Great. All right, so we pick up all of the stuff. Great. Great. And now I'm just going to try to pillar up on top of this one again. And I would prefer to use the sand. And so assuming the dragon doesn't surprise me, and let's also get my bow in the correct inventory slot. And let's also eat some food. And it seems like I just had a close call there, because I thought I felt some dragon knockback. I hear something on fire? Oh, I just saw the dragon. Oh, crap, crap. Whoa. Where is he? He's over there. All right, and we're very close to the healer up here, actually. Yep. Almost fell off. All right, I might be able to... Boom! Ooh, I think that did some damage to the dragon, too, actually. Which is pretty cool. And let's see. I just want to watch the dragon fly around and see if around here there are any healers that are kind of like within range of the dragon. Or if it's possible that I could just kind of like stay up here and try to fight him. And I also want to see how much damage you can do just with your sword. And so let's hold on. Yeah, that does a fair bit of damage. I might be able to just fight him from here. This might be the final battle. Some people had suggested that I create a crafting table, and once I get the dragon's health down low enough to where he's just about dead, try to just bash him over the head with the crafting table so that I could beat the dragon with the crafting table as some kind of like sense of irony. And I do appreciate that sense of irony. I also want to know... Someone said that snowballs actually do damage to the dragon, which kind of appeals to my sense of how things ought to be, because it seems like all of the ender entities... Oops. Whoa. Nah, I missed with that one. Alright, that's kind of hard to do. I might as well also be spending my arrows, because I bet you arrows, even with this non-power bow, will do a significant amount of damage. Even though I don't have many arrows on me. But yeah, it seems like, you know, the Endermen take damage from water or snow, and so it seems like the dragon also should. Just kind of like makes sense and fits together. Yeah! Oh, don't push me, don't push me. Oh, he's like stuck in the... Crap, where'd he go? There he is. Or there she is. I guess Notch called the dragon Jean and gave it a female name, and I guess it does have a dragon egg, although, you know, sexes and genders in this game are kind of crazy because any two animals can breed with any two other animals, and so there isn't really a sense of, like, male and female for anything else in this game. Can I lead him? No, that's probably just a waste of an arrow. I really need him to be coming kind of right at me. So yeah, I wasn't intending to try to fight the dragon kind of this round. Actually, let's... But so far, this is going pretty good. Oh, dear. So let's just keep trying to do this and see how it goes. I may even make a cut here because this is kind of boring otherwise, and so long as I don't do something foolish like look down at an Enderman, which I almost just did, yeah, this could be slow. So we will see what happens. I will see you guys as I see you. Someone mentioned that there's a bug that after you hit the dragon with the snowball, he doesn't deal damage to you anymore, and I think that may be correct. Because while I have been kind of blocking him off a few times here, I don't think he's actually dealt damage to me since then. And if so, that's an unfortunate bug, because it makes this fight kind of really pointless and tedious. But I guess you can argue that this entire series is kind of pointless and tedious in terms of no crafting. And so if that's how it goes, that's how it goes. But so far I've managed to get him halfway down. And yeah, he just keeps coming at me, and I just keep hitting him like that. And every once in a while I get an arrow or a snowball as well. And so we're making some progress, and I'm just trying to do slow and steady wins the race. So wish me luck. There we go. Whoa. That was close. Yikes. Alright, I'm out of arrows and I'm out of snowballs, but I think one or two more passes and we're going to be able to do it. Ugh. I think maybe 2 more hits and the dragon will be dead. And so we'll end this crazy adventure, trying to get all the way to the end and fighting the dragon without ever using a crafting table. It's been hard, it's been somewhat tedious, but at the same time, the feeling of accomplishment once it's all done, I think will be incredible. I will be glad both to have the series behind me and also just to be able to say that I did it. I beat the dragon without ever using a crafting table. All right, and here he comes. Could this be the moment? Ah, 1 more hit. Sometimes you get 2 hits on him when he comes by, and sometimes you only manage to get 1. All right, but so long as I manage to not fall off right here, he's going to be out of range right here. Come on, you big chicken. 1 more pass. Uh-oh, let's not lose sight of him. Oop, doop, 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 doop. Trying to get all fancy on me. I see what you're doing there. All right, dragon, this is it. Boom! Wow! The dragon goes up in flames with an awesome animation that for some reason has no sound effect associated with it. There's all kinds of experience that I can't use at all because I don't have a crafting table and therefore don't have an enchantment table and stuff like that. But there is our little end portal, and so, since I'm carrying all this handy sand, I guess I will use it to try to get back to the end portal safely. Am I dropping this on a torch? No, it doesn't look like it. It's just a very long way down. Alright, I just want to safely get to the end portal, and so let me go ahead and get some food, and then I can afford to take some fall damage if I go like that. It's a nice little trick for, oops, not falling completely the whole way, is to drop a block kind of right below yourself. The dragon egg I cannot collect because I think you need a piston, and of course I can never get pistons in this particular challenge. And so long as I don't manage to get killed by an enderman before I go into the end portal, in a moment we will see the end credits in this crafting table-less challenge, the end of crafting. And this is the end of crafting. Ta-da! Hooray! I've never beaten Minecraft before. I've never seen these end credits. Unfortunately, I think they're very long and kind of ridiculous in terms of what they say, and so I will leave the recording going, but I'm actually going to disappear and not watch them. And so for anyone who is just dying to watch the end credits, you can sit here and watch them. Otherwise, I will be back for a post-mortem with you all in a little bit. All right, I think that's the end. For anyone who watched the whole thing, good for you. And we're back! Back to our spawn point. Our journey is complete. My expectation is that, depending upon how long this episode is, I will either tack on a coda or have a separate episode that is a coda, where I talk about a few other things we need to talk about. But in any case, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and we completed our journey. Huzzah!